Hello and welcome to my very first real YouTube video for Planet Zoo. My name is Mystic Falls and I made a diorama inspired by fantasy and medieval. It contains a castle, a dragon and a few knights. I was doubting for a while if I wanted to make YouTube videos, but I was inspired by all the other amazing creators out there. So I really wanted to give it a go. So this will be a little bit of a test run. Let me know down in the comments below if you like it or if there's anything you'd like to change. So as you might have noticed, I do have a bit of an accent. So please be kind for that. I'm trying my English out. So this diorama has a lot of pieces. There's a lot of time and effort in this, and because of the time that went into this, the speed build is quite long. I did cut out a lot of parts that were less interesting. Yeah, just because it wasn't really needed, and was a lot of repeating in these kinds of build. There is just a lot of repeating out there. So that's why the speed build is a little bit longer. The dragon also won't be featured in there because of it. The dragon literally consists out of only the same piece over and over copied, so therefore it won't be in there. So let's just go to the speed build. So here we are at the speed build. We are starting with the castle wall. I used the new temple pieces from the Indonesian pack and recolored them. Each brick is an individual piece. I decided to do this so I could add the windows in and later on break some walls apart to make a ruined look. I also used the individual bricks later to make some rubble for the ground. Before I start any build, I get some reference pictures, mostly from Pinterest. I try to search for something pretty and something that fits the theme, obviously. But equally as important, I try to search for something I can recreate in Planet Zoo. So for example, this building consists out of multiple layers in circles, which I know I can recreate. I try my best to match the wall to the reference picture I have, but sometimes that's harder to do than other times. I gave it my own spin, add some details, add my own thoughts and fantasy in there. Sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. It really is trial and error to see what looks nice in the end. So we are now adding in the windows in the wall, finishing up the details. As soon as I'm happy with how the wall looks, we are going to duplicate it and spin it around to make a big circle, which will be the outer wall of the castle. Then we're just gonna repeat that and make the circle smaller and higher until we have a big castle. So like I mentioned before, the dragon will not be in the speed build. It took me hours and hours to make, and again contains the same African wall piece over and over, so that might be a bit boring to watch. I wanted to make a forest dragon and make the body fully out of wood, really fitting the theme here. The only trouble I had was that this African piece has a metal bar on the outside. So when you zoom out, the light gets reflected and turns white. I think it's not too bad, especially zoomed in, it's okay. I realized that not everything will be perfect in the way I intended to be. Yeah, okay. I also made a medieval knight, which will be partly featured in this speed build. You will see later on how I built his helmet. I use a really tiny, I use really tiny metal pieces, so I thought it would be interesting to leave that part into the speed build. It's really hard to build with tiny pieces, so it was definitely frustrating, but worth it in the end. Personally, I just love to build in Planet Zoo. It allows me to be super creative. I love adding little details and bringing my fantasy to life. With the knight, you will see later a little trick I used for the outline of the knight. So I used this also for the dragon, the same trick. I Google a picture from the night and put that on a display screen, the little display screens or the big ones we have. That way I know the outline and size is correct, and then I can make it in 3D, which is still very hard, but it makes it definitely easier. The animals we're gonna add to this diorama will be the red deer. I think they really fit the forest theme. I also wanted a bird in there who could use the water, so really get something, yeah, that stays in the water basically. So the red crane will also be added. I also added the doll sheep, and in the throne room I added the bats. I was doubting between the bats or another animal, but I thought they really do fit the theme there. I try to hide their enrichment items as much as possible, so it looks more natural, but some of the boxes are still standing out, but I think it's okay. I currently do have an older PC, so I try to limit my animals and piece count as much as possible, because unfortunately some of my older files I can't open anymore. So for example, my Alice in Wonderland diorama, yeah, I can't get into that file anymore. So yeah, I can still get into this file, so that's definitely great. I hope in the next few months I could get a new PC so I can make an actual zoos instead of just dioramas to limit myself. So I'm gonna go away for now and let the speed build run out, and I will see you guys back later on at the cinematics. Hi guys, here we are at the finished build. Thank you so much for watching. It really means a lot. I am gonna make future videos, so if you have any theme suggestions, let me know. I'm also gonna upload this to the Steam workshop, so if you are interested to just look around for yourself, free to go. Yeah, again, thank you so much, and I hope I will see you next time. Bye.